Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting to our program. Welcome you wherever you are connecting us from. We appreciate you and we urge you to like and share the program on all your platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Keep sharing the program. Do not keep it to yourself alone. Make sure you invite at least one person to this program so that we can push this message to where it needs to get to. Please like and share. Share to everyone that is close to you. Share on your Twitter handle, on your Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp group. Share so that people can join us. Let us push this message across to the ends of the world. I welcome everybody that have connected. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining, and I wish you a happy sit at home. We have come once again, as we always do today, to give an update on the things that are happening in Biafra land. A lot is really going on, and a lot has gone on today. One of the most important activity that we know that is taken up today is the Monday sit at home. The Monday sit at home is a program that is every Monday, and it is unstoppable. No amount of propaganda, blackmail will stop it until Biafra is restored. That is the truth. No amount of propaganda or blackmail will stop it. The more you try to stop it, the more you give people reasons to fight on to free themselves. It is very important that every Biafran stick to this promise that we have made within ourselves. Wherever you are watching me from, if you are watching from Facebook or you are watching from YouTube, I welcome you to this very platform and I thank you for being part of this program. It is Monday. Today being Monday, Biafran people have responded as always, and I say may Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every Biafran in Biafra land. Everyone that has made today's sit at home a success, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect you. Those of us who are watching from abroad, if you're watching us from the United States, from the UK, whichever part of the world you are watching from, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Russia, China, you are watching from Israel, I welcome you and I thank you for your effort so far. We are making a great progress. It is always success every day, from one degree of success to the other. It is success all the way, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. The more they continue to try to stop us, the more they give us reason to succeed. The more they try to pull us down, the more we make wave. So wherever you are watching this program, I welcome you and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide you and protect you. Exactly. The more they fight us, the more we find a reason to go on and fight more. The more they fight us, the more they give us reason to succeed. Everything you see today, if you are truly and genuinely a Biafran, every single thing you see today is a motivation for you to fight for your freedom. Except you don't know what you want. If you know what you want and if you're selling the freedom, every single thing you see today on the media is a motivation for you to pursue your freedom. Every one of us have seen what is happening We have seen so many things that are happening. So many of us who were able to key in into the program of our Prime Minister yesterday. If you have not yet watched that very statement he made, if you never watched that very broadcast he made during the visit in Netherlands, go and watch it. It is well loaded and full packed, loaded with informations. And I bet you there is no way you will listen to that message and you remain the same. It is not possible. Nobody will listen to that very message and will remain the same, except for those who their conscience is sealed completely and their situation is irredeemable. It is now clear, after the whole dust that has been raised from all corners, all the dust that have been raised by the IPOB Nigeria, all the dust that have been raised by Musa himself, all the dust that have been raised by Asorok, all the dust that have been raised by the enemies of Biafrans, the governors, the haters. After they have raised all those dust, finally, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Ekpa, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra have made the dust to settle. It has put all of them to rest. So many of us are not paying attention. I have said it time and time again that the beauty of the restoration of Biafra today is that everything that is being done today under the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, on the command of the Prime Minister Ekpa, is done legally. That is the beauty of it. And that is why when you speak about Biafra, speak with it with your head lifted high. Speak about it with boldness. Speak about it with pride. The beauty of the restoration of Biafra in 2024 under the command of our Prime Minister is that every single thing is done based on international law. I repeat this statement every now and again. Some of us are not paying attention. And yesterday, if you have watched that program yesterday, you will understand what I mean when I say that everything is done under the law. On that program yesterday, our Prime Minister was able to analyze and break down the peace summit that was held in Ukraine, where all the world powers were present. The Vice President of the United States was present, and so many other important personalities were there, and they made their speech. And in that speech, the major capture, that speech, that very summit, was as if it was held because of Biafrans. All you need to do is to place Biafra in the position, in the right position on that very speech, and you will see where we stand and why we are legal on the pursuit for our freedom. The major backbone of that discussion of the summit was self-preservation. And the world powers made it clear and open that self-preservation is a must. Self-preservation is a must. Some of you don't understand it. One of the major talent of our Prime Minister is that any item he picks and break it to pieces, even a layman will understand the information in it. Any broadcast or speech or video that our Prime Minister lay his hand upon and analyze it, no matter how dumb you are, you will understand it. He was able to break down into pieces. That very summit that was held in Ukraine, where the world powers were present and we are speaking on different angles. And we picked up the major points. Self-preservation is a must. Now you as a Biafran, do you now see where it is compulsory that you must support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria? And when you are talking about self-preservation, you will do everything humanly possible to preserve whom you are, yourself, and your life. In that preservation, when you talk about self-preservation, you are actually talking about self-defense. Each time you hear self-preservation, self-defense comes along with it. That is why self-defense is internationally acceptable. Self-defense is not a crime. It's not a crime anywhere in the world. Self-defense is one thing, one right you must hold with your two hands. You don't play with it. If you do not understand any other law, for you to survive on this planet Earth, you must understand the law of self-defense. Because in this planet Earth, it is a war zone. I can tell you that it is survival of the fittest. On this planet Earth, if you do not learn how to defend yourself, you are not going to go far. In fact, you will not survive. Listening to that summit, and you hear the world powers, people that represent authority, say that self-preservation is a must. They use the word M-U-S-T, must. Now you begin to realize that the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is standing on the rock. That is why every water they pour on him just flow and fall away. Everything they throw at him doesn't hold water. That is why he has said in the past, our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuku, knows something that so many of us do not know. Most importantly, he knows what the zoo does not know. And that is why they are going crazy. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Samuku, read international law. He has masters in international law. That is why he has been able to activate every single thing legally. He has been able to utilize every legal means that is available based on international law to restore Biafra. When he was trying to analyze this and explain it, he became emotional. I can understand his emotion. That we have so many rights for us to secure ourselves, yet some people are ignorant. Even when we have many rights supported by international law, some people are in ignorance. And when he comes out to educate people, even the same people he's fighting to save and educate, they are fighting him. That is how bad it is. The same people he is putting his life on the line for, to save them and secure their life, they are the one in the forefront fighting him. It is so bad. After hearing from the world powers that self-preservation is a must, something he has been talking about for a very long time, and some of us do not believe. Now that you have seen the proof, you have seen the world powers speak about this on a public gathering, just of recent, you as a Biafran, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? To key in, support the Liberation Army, support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria to secure yourself, to preserve yourself. Biafra people need self-preservation more than anything. If you are a Biafra, you need self-preservation more than anything, because the plan of the contraption called Nigeria and their sponsor is to wipe you away from the surface of the earth. The plan of the enemies of Biafra is to wipe you away from the surface of the earth. They don't want you to survive the next minute. This plan has been coming for a very long time, even before the independence, since 1945. They have seen you as a threat since 1945. And they have made several major moves to wipe your entire generation. But the grace of Chukwuokagama held you and they could not succeed. They tried it in 1967. for 3 good years, with the support of these same people today that are telling you that self-preservation is important. Because of their own pursuit of their selfish interests, for their own interests, they join hand in order to wipe you away. For 3 good years, they used everything at their disposal, including hunger, to starve our children to death. Millions of people that died during the Biafran War did not die in the bullets. They were starved to death. The target was to wipe away the entire Biafrans. From 1967 coming forward, that project had been there. They gave excuse of 1966 coup. After the 1966 coup, you took away the life of all the officers from the southeast. Officers from Biafran land lost their life. Thousands of them were massacred. You didn't stop at the officers. You went ahead to go after innocent citizens who were not in uniform. You see, that is why when you see the army talking about revenge, that they're going to come and take revenge, and you'll be wondering, revenge against who? It didn't start today. That language, revenge, did not start today. Even in a coup, they called it a coup. Meanwhile, we know that that wasn't a coup. It was a revolution. A revolution that was conducted by the military boys in the military men. Instead of taking the vengeance or going after these military men, they left the barrack. After they must have captured the barrack and taken the life of so many soldiers who were not even part of the revolution. They were decimated. They didn't stop there. They came into the city and they were going after innocent Biafrans, including in Lagos. In the third mainland bridge, so many people, in broad daylight, simply because they identify as a Biafran, they are taken out. The plan of genocide against Biafra did not start today. It has started since 1945 oncoming. When they saw that opportunity in 1966, they took it. They ran with it. They tried everything they can do to be able to destroy and decimate Biafran people. 1967, they could not succeed. Through the grace of Chukwu, our eternal leader, Dim Odumogojuku, made every move to stop the genocide from happening. They refused and go on announce a state action or police action, whatever he called it, and they came and began to decimate Biafran people. Many lives were lost. Many lives were lost in Biafran land. The plan was to make sure Biafran people are wiped away. We have seen interviews that were granted by journalists in those days. Journalists were testifying that even now, after they have said no victor, no vanquish, they were still decimating and massacring Biafran people. After they have declared no victor, no vanquish, they were still going after Biafran civilians. That war is still on. Even up to today. That is why Musa will come and tell you that they will take revenge. That is why Musa, after being attacked with a group, he was not able to identify the group, neither was he able to pursue the group. What they announced that they are going to take revenge. And everybody was asking, revenge against who? That was the question. And while you were there asking revenge, you saw them kidnapping innocent Biafrans. That is revenge against the Biafran people. You saw them kidnapping innocent Biafrans and putting them into the van and taking them away. That is what they call revenge. That has been the system from the onset. At every given opportunity, they will enter and commit their genocide. They did that in Obibo. Up to today, so many people are missing in Obibo. Mass graves in Obibo. Some people were pushed to the north. Some, their organs were taken away. In Obibo, it was massive. Conducted by a criminal that is today in their capital, Abuja. Wike. Look at the one that just happened recently in Okuama. Okuama, a trouble that was created by the same military. The same military, because they later came out and say it was Bonkre people who were fighting for Bonkre, whatever, that engaged on that very action. And you and I know that the people that are sponsoring Bonkre in the riverine area of Biafra are the military. There is no Bonkre that will exist in that area without the support of the military. Every Bonkre activity that is going on in the riverine area is supported by the military. Every one of them have their own security. So when they begin to have such battle, it is among them. But when the problem comes out, what do? They go after the innocent citizens. That is what they did in Okuama. And many innocent Biafrans lost their life. Village was totally destroyed, completely. A village was totally destroyed. Where on earth do you see such strategy? Where? In the area, part of that zoo that has the highest number of terrorists, that has all the terrorists of the world are present in the northern part of Nigeria. The most dangerous terrorists you can think about are in the northern part of Nigeria. Still, we do not see such kind of actions where they go after the terrorists and burn their houses and the houses of those who accommodate them. They don't do such. You cannot see such action in the north. But when it comes to the Biafran section, they are going to create a flag of operation created by them in one way or the other. And they will turn back and go against the citizens. They will go after the citizens with all their manpower. That is when you know that they know how to operate. And they have been doing this again and again and again and again. It has become a way of life. It has become a routine for them. That when something happens, they will not make any investigation. Even when they claim to have all the equipment to investigate, they will not go after investigation. They only go people, those who they suspect, just by their look, by their name, or by their location or nationality, they are taken out, whether they are involved or not. The only way for you to survive as a Biafra is self-preservation. They have attacked your history. They have attacked your geography. They have attacked your way of life. They have attacked you directly and indirectly. They attack your businesses. They attack your agriculture. Everything about it is under attack. If you do not preserve yourself, in the near future, you will not find your feet again. That is why the Biafra Republic of Nigeria is available under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, standing on the legality of international law to preserve Biafra land. Because the land of Biafra is under threat. And the Nigeria want to wipe Biafrans away by all means. They have done a lot of things. Even geographically, they have removed the bite of Biafra from the map. Every one of us had. When one of the senators was asking them, why did you remove the bite of Biafra from the map? A senator was asking, why did you remove the bite of Biafra from the map? They are trying, that is how they have also gone on the ground to create unnecessary boundaries on the ground, to turn brothers against brothers, create unnecessary enmity, make people deny their identity. Today you will see somebody who is from Biafra land. The person will tell you that I'm not a Biafra. You will see somebody who is Igbo, speaks Igbo, answers Igbo's name. But yet, when you ask him, are you Igbo? He or she will tell you that she's not Igbo. It is so laughable that they have succeeded in turning the brain of people to begin to think like animals. For you to deny yourself your own identity, that is the highest crime anybody can commit against him or herself. And they are so good in this manipulation that they will first of all use their hunger and capture people. And they make people feel that until you deny your identity, you cannot get access to certain things. They make you feel that being whom you are you cannot get what you want. People are ready to give up their identity, give up who they are. Even when they answer Igbo name, they speak Igbo. They practice the 3 market days, 4 market days. Everything about them, their grandfathers are Igbo, great-grandparents are Igbos. But yet, you ask them, they tell you they are not Igbos. What a shame. Why we are talking about that? A governor out of his own selfish interest, wickedly come and say that Ikwere people, that they are from Benin. Look at the name alone. Ikwere alone, the name itself is not a Benin name. The idiot that is talking, his name is not a Benin name. His grandfather's name is not, his great-grandfather's name is not Benin. And there is no place in Ikwere where they speak Benin. No place in Ikwere where they speak Benin language. And a governor shamelessly came out, and began to preach, to tell people in Ikwere that they are from Edo State. In the public. And to show you how evil and fraudulent that Luga entity is. The Oba of Benin, whom he was talking to, know that this is a lie from the pit of hell. The Oba of Benin himself know that what this man is spelling is lie. He is trying to distort history. And the history he's trying to distort, his word doesn't have any base. The Oba stood there and was listening and opening his mouth and watching that kind of nonsense. Abomination spoken in his own palace. And he condoned it. That is how corrupt the zoo is. As long as you are in authority, you can say anything and get away with it. You can wake up and write your own history and force people to believe it. This is how they have destroyed everything that is called tradition today. Traditional rulers do no longer have a say. As we have known in the past, kings are born, leaders are born from their mother's womb. They have the lineage of those who are crowned leaders. But today, what do you see? The traditional rulers today are appointed by the federal government and paid by the federal government. It is all about the money. All the traditional rulers want to own a car. They want to have the gift of a car. They want to receive salary from the federal government. They want to have a police escort. And because of that, they compromise. Today, in every nook and cranny of the country, you see people that come out and claim to be either Oba, Eze, or whatever they call themselves. Self-preservation. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama for the Biafran people. For Biafrans, we are a special breed. We are lucky. We are a special breed. Set aside for Chukwu Okike Abiyama. The reason why we are surviving every issue is because we are a special breed. If not, the Biafrans would have been wiped away long ago. Which kind of attack haven't they come with? They have attacked us in the secret, they attack in the open, and today it is done in the open today. They even use our own brothers to attack us. They use our own brothers to destroy our land, to take our land and to decimate our land, destroy our own property, destroy our businesses and burn our businesses. They have increased greed. People do not care about their lineage anymore. People do not care about their ancestral heritage. That is why an idiot will come out and tell you that he or she is not a Biafran when you are from the old southeastern region. Some would deny their own heritage and say they are not Igbos. Some will even say they are no longer part of the southeast. They say they are not part of the old southeastern region. That is how bad it is. The contraption called Nigeria has nothing good to offer to anybody. Not to me, not to you, not to any tribe. And it is that way because right from the onset, the plan was not to work for you. The contraption called Nigeria was established to serve the British. It is a business empire. And when someone establishes a business, it is for you to make profit. That is the purpose of every business, to make profit for yourself. Today, Nigeria is still an instrument in the hand of the British, making profit for them. That is why they support everything against the Biafran people. That is why today they are standing on the way of the freedom of Biafra. But as the time has come, Mazen Nandekana has made it clear, if you do not allow Biafrans go, the same people you are holding Biafra to will take over your land. And it is happening today. I have seen several videos where they are crying that foreigners have taken over their land. Today, a British man is even arrested because of some foreigner from somewhere who came to bring the different teachings. And it is going to get worse. It is going to get worse. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you think. It is going to get worse. The earlier you wake up and embrace the reality of today, the better for you. Every single one of us as Biafrans have a responsibility to defend and protect our land. Self-preservation. Always remember that. Self-preservation, it is number one. You must learn it. And this issue of self-preservation have to deal with everybody. If you don't preserve yourself, nobody is going to help you to do that. Nobody. Every region is preserving itself. The Fulanis, you see them, they are preserving themselves. Even when they don't have a nation of their own, they are trying to get a nation where they are going to preserve themselves. How much more you that you have your own land and your own nation, you don't want to preserve it. For someone to preserve himself is not a selfish move. International law supports it. You have heard them say it, that it is a must. Self-preservation is a must. So when you hear our Prime Minister preaching about self-defense, you must come back to your senses. Those of you idiots who are ranting on different platforms, those of you idiots who have nothing to offer, only to be a distraction to the man who wants to rescue his people. Change your ways. Change your ways. If you have nothing to offer, get out of the way and let those that have the brain and have something to offer do their job. Those of you who are speaking against our Prime Minister, your various platforms, those of you who still have the guts to come out and call him names, what is going to befall you, you cannot survive it. So many of you idiots have confessed that you have nothing to offer. You can't do anything for Biafra. And look at a man who is willing, ready, not just because he said it. You look at his profile and what he has done so far. Within the space of 3 years, he has done things that you could not be able to do for 20 good years. Within the space of 3 years, he has achieved what you could not be able to achieve. And yet, your pride and arrogance cannot allow you to come down and learn. Or if you feel you have nothing in your brain anymore, go to sleep. I say it all the time. Just go to sleep. When we restore Biafra, you can join us. It is not mandatory that everybody will be part of the restoration. It is not. There is no law that says that every Biafran must be in it. We know there are people who will not be there. We know the Thomas will always be there. The Thomas will be there. The Judas will be there. So, but you should know where you belong. Don't be a stumbling block. If you want to be one of those Judas in Biafra, you saw how Judas ended. You saw how Judas ended up. Even when he collected money, he didn't eat the money. He died a shameful death. He hanged himself. If you want to be Thomas, no problem, wait. Time will come when you are going to see whether you believe. Or don't be a stumbling block. If you become a stumbling block, you are not going to survive the next minute. That is a promise. And you cannot enter that promised land. You will not. Those of you who are being a stumbling block, who are busy castigating the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, government in exile, those of you who are busy preaching against the truth, preaching lies out of your jealousy, envy, pride, there is no excuse for what you are doing. And you are going to face the full wrath of the law when Biafra comes. You will never go scot-free. We are not going to drive you away. The court of Biafra will decide on you. Whatever you are doing today, we are taking note of it. Every single thing you say or do is being recorded. Internet never forgets. When the time comes, it doesn't need much speech. Only your video will be played for you. You listen to yourself. Then you pass judgment to yourself. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, we must stand up and continue to support the Liberation Army the best way you can. The second civil war of Biafra is ongoing as we speak. In case you do not believe it, believe it. It is ongoing. And the Biafrans are fighting so hard to defend themselves, to preserve themselves. The whole world is watching and they are seeing what we are doing. Even though those of you idiots who are calling for a Z, I guess you rest now, right? You begin to re-educate yourself. You begin to restructure your mind from what they have told you in the zoo. Because in the zoo, I think people throw away their brain. No matter how educated you are, no matter the certificate you carry, once you are in the zoological republic, you have to empty your brain and keep it by the side for you to be able to function in it. That is why you see professors rigging election for somebody that has not been in the four walls of the school before. Professors rigging an election for an illiterate who has not been in the four walls of the class. That is the kind of thing you see on the zoo. A place where people throw away their brain in order to belong. There's no way you can hold on to your brain legitimately and you belong in Nigeria. You will not succeed. They will take you out. But when they see that your brain is empty, you have emptied your brain, and you have turned yourself upside down, that is when they will embrace you. Nigeria will offer you everything that they have, including their presidency. But when they see that your brain is intact, you are thinking properly, you can't even get a cleaner. You won't have any position. They will frustrate you and make sure they send you exile. So many Biafrans today that are doing exploit outside the country. If they were in Nigeria, they will be gone and forgotten forever. That contraction is a cause. And the earlier every indigenous person realizes this and continue to fight for their freedom, the better. As for the Biafran people, we have already chosen our path and there is no going back. It does not matter the attack that is coming from right, left, center. There is no going back. We have already signed our will for freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that it is either Biafra or that. And our Prime Minister made it very clear that it's either he gets Biafra or he turns to a monster. These are very strong promises, very strong words. And the people that made these promises are not just ordinary people. You see it in them. Very, very consistent. Remember the word of our Supreme Amazon Nandika, that the Biafrans require only one thing from you. Among everything, Biafrans, only one thing they require from you as a brother, a sister, a fellow comrade. Only one thing is required from you. In any office you find yourself serving the Biafran people, only one thing is what they need. Not two. One, truthfulness. Truth. Consistently truthful. If you are consistently truthful, the Biafran people will take the bullet for you. That is why some of the idiots, they come out and they say, oh, we don't have a leader. Oh, we don't have a ruler. We do have leaders. In fact, the only people that have genuine leaders are the Biafran people. We don't just follow. Before Biafrans will follow you, you must convince them that you are equal to the task. There must be a conviction that you are equal to the task. That is the only thing that will make Biafran to follow you. Biafran do not just follow. We are Republicans in nature. We ask a lot of questions. If you can come down and explain to the Biafrans, convince them with your truthfulness and consistency, Biafrans will die for you. That is what our Supreme Leader did. Our Supreme Leader did not go for any campaign. He didn't beg anybody to follow him. He was not going house to house to call people to follow him. All he did was to preach the truth. Remain consistent in what he wants. Continue to pursue the freedom. That was what he was doing. And the more truthful and consistent he became, the more people were trooping towards him. Today, Mazen Nandekano, the Supreme Leader of IPOB today, is an icon. Whether you like it or not, he's an icon. Today, everybody in that contraption, they are all anchoring his name. Politicians, for them to win a campaign, they will fall under his name. Lawmakers, for them to sound reasonable, they will all anchor his name. They have no choice. We know that they hate him. Their love is not genuine. When they come out and they want to speak, they tell you he was a peaceful man. It is all a lie. Oh, Mazen Nandekano is a good man. He was a very nice man. Let us see how they are all liars. Bunch of liars. These same people that are saying that Mazen Nandekano is peaceful, Mazen Nandekano is gentle, he's a good man, they were the same people that contributed money for him to be kidnapped. They were the same people that were campaigning and calling for his kidnap before this time. But after the Biafra government in exile under our President Simon Ekpa have rendered the kidnap of Mazen Nandekano useless in their hand, they don't have any other way to go. Because we have rendered the kingdom of Mazen Nandekano useless to them, their mission could not succeed. When they kidnapped Mazen Nandekano, they were celebrating everywhere. Oh, we got him. They broadcasted it in Hausa first, that they have succeeded in kidnapping Mazen Nandekano. And they said it's all over. They didn't know that they just kicked off the restoration of Biafra. They didn't know that they just made the greatest mistake of their life. They kidnapped him to stop Biafra. They didn't know that they kidnapped him to activate Biafra. After the kidnapping of Mazen Nandekano, they thought it's all over. Only to see that the prophecy of Mazen Nandekano is about to unveil. He told them, if you take me out, people who are much more dangerous than I am will appear. People who are much more intelligent, much more tougher than I am will appear. And today, you can see, they are all regretting. They are all regretting. Oh, Master Simon Ekpa, oh, that's stubborn one. He's preaching armed struggle. That's stubborn one. He is this and he is that. He is violent. Oh, Master Nandekano was not violent. The same people who were preaching day in, day out, every day, they were calling Master Nandekano a violent man. They say it is because of his speech. That's why this one happened. Because of what he said. That's what the same thing they were telling Master Simon Ekpa now. That is exactly how they were accusing Master Nandekano. Right, left, and center. Exactly what they are doing to Master Simon Ekpa was what they did to Master Nandekano. They did that for so many years until many of them committed money to kidnap him. They kidnapped Mazen Nandekano. After they kidnapped, they thought they had it all. They celebrated it, thinking that they have had it all, not knowing that they have just opened another page. And today, look at where the kidnap of Mazen Nandekano has brought us. We are now counting days into the declaration of the restoration of the independence of Biafra. Today now, the issue of Biafra is on international stage. As we speak, Biafra has the service of one of the best lobbyist firms in Washington, D.C. One of the best lobby firms in Washington, D.C. is working for Biafra as we speak. They started their operation on the 12th of this month to serve Biafran people, to lobby for Biafra. Look at where we have gotten. Biafran people have unanimously given their mandate to Biafra Republic of Nigeria and to our Prime Minister. And they are still voting on the self-referendum. Massive mandate. More than 40 million voted within 3 days. And now, by the special government, it will be more than 50 million and stay counting. Unanimously voted and say, go and speak for us. We want to be free. What else are you waiting for? The Biafran government has gotten the mandate. The mandate to defend Biafra. The mandate to speak for Biafran people. The mandate to make things happen. And they will definitely make things happen. It does not matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you say. It does not matter the weapon of your warfare. Your propaganda, your blackmail, your lies cannot stop it. Biafra freedom is coming with a speed that you cannot be able to handle. Biafra freedom is coming with such a speed that you can't be able to handle. Chukwu Okike is going to help us. Chukwu Okike, who sees in secret and open, will help us. The battle is fierce. The battle is very, very fierce. That if care is not taken, a lot of things will go wrong. But I thank Chukwu Okike that he has created Biafrans to succeed. Chukwu Okike is the one leading the affairs of Biafran people. It is not just because we want to do things or because we want to say things. No. Chukwu Okike gave us a very solid and strong leadership after Mazen Nandekano was removed from us. Biafrans cried right, left, and center. Tears were flowing everywhere. Hopes were lost. But Chukwu Okike said no. That he has the final say. And he gave us someone the Prime Minister of Biafra, and from the day one, he made that promise. He said, we are going to make the kidnapping of Mazen Nandekan useless in their hand. That they will regret why they kidnapped Mazen Nandekan. And it is happening today. Today it is cry from right, left, and center. They cry from here to there, cry, propaganda east forward. And the more they push their lie against our Prime Minister, the more he gets stronger. The more you want to demonize him, the more you give him reason to fight on. They don't even know that the propaganda and blackmail is just, you are recharging him. Yesterday in his program, he broke down. He broke down yesterday, very emotional in his speech. His speech was not a fearful speech. He wasn't making it because he's afraid. He wasn't shedding tears because he's been defeated. He wasn't shedding tears because he has lost the battle. He wasn't shedding tears because he's tired. He wasn't shedding tears because he cannot be able to proceed. His tears is more deeper that you can see. When you see a man that is determined sharing tears, you better watch it. You better watch it. There are so many things in his heart that he cannot tell us. The tears in the eyes of our Prime Minister is 1,000 words. There are so many things he can tell us. So many of us don't know what we are facing. So many of us Biafrans don't know the opportunity we have. So many of us do not know what we are made of. So many of us do not know the danger ahead of us. There are so many things that you cannot say. That is why he became so emotional when he was speaking. And he made his word very strong. If you have not watched that video, go and watch it. And you will never remain the same. Every Biafran must hold on to self-preservation. Self-preservation is a must. I didn't say it. Mazen Nandekan didn't say it. The Prime Minister Mazen didn't say it. It came out from the mouth of those who claim to be in charge of the world. It came out from the mouth of the world powers. The Vice President of the United States made a statement. Other nations of the world, in conjunction, had it and they keyed him into it. That self-preservation is a must. After hearing that, what else are you waiting for? What else are you waiting for before you support the Liberation Army? What are you waiting for before you support the Biafra Republic of Exile? When you hear self-preservation, what comes to your mind? How again can you preserve yourself when a terrorist government is coming after you to wipe you away? How again are you going to preserve yourself except self-defense? The only way we can activate self-preservation fully is through self-defense. Get that into your head. If anybody is telling you that supporting the Biafran government is supporting an enemy, or supporting the Liberation Army is creating a problem, supporting Biafran government is creating insecurity, you are mad. You are insane. And that is what they want you to believe. That is the kind of narrative they push. Even when it is very, very clear with evidence that the insecurity in Biafran land is caused and created by the government of Nigeria. Nigerian government sponsor the insecurity. They sponsor the terrorists. They sponsor the kidnappers. Through different kinds of security outfits they have formed. Through their governors. They sponsor their so-called security outfits in Biafra land through their governors. And what do? Kidnap, go against after the innocent, intimidate the Biafran people, oppress them and suppress them, make people fearful. That is what they do. And you see their footprint everywhere. AVG in Anambra State, look at what they are doing. Their focus is on Biafran people, attacking innocent young boys and young men, conducting extrajudicial killing in Biafra land here and there. That is what you see in Anambra State. Look at Imo State. Hope Uzodinma have his own squad. What do? They do not go against the terrorists. They don't go against the Fulani headers that are wielding guns everywhere. They go after the innocent Biafrans, the owners of the land. In Enugu State, the same thing. Peter Mba is there. He's focused on how to oppress his own people, press them down, and give Fulani a free ride. You go to Ebonyi State, the same thing is happening in Ebonyi State. Every insecurity in the old Southeastern region is connected to the presidency, to the government of Nigeria. They took terrorists and they gave them uniform to come to Biafra and cause mayhem. And you want us to keep silent and pretend it's not happening. We will not. We will not keep silent. We will not keep silent. No matter what they do, we cannot be distracted. No matter what they do, we have gotten it up to our neck. The only thing we are doing today is counting days. If you are genuinely a Biafra, your thought today should be, how are you going to preserve yourself? Self-preservation. How are you going to support the Biafran Republic of Nigeria to stay safe? How are you going to support the Liberation Army to secure your land? That should be your concern. Put your money where your mouth is. And the only place your mouth should be as a Biafran today is in Biafra Republic of Nigeria, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samaneva. That is the only solution and your only safety and security. No man anywhere on the planet Earth will stand for you. You can continue to deceive yourself. You can continue to pretend and talk all manner of trash. It doesn't hold water. You can continue to deceive yourself. You can continue to build your business, carry your business and run to anywhere. Take your business away from the old Southeastern region, run to the Southwest or North. It will not save you. It will not save you. It will even make it easier for them to capture you and drain you completely. I don't know what you are waiting for. What sign haven't we seen? They have shown us every single sign that the people from the old Southeastern region, you are not Nigerians. They have told you face to face. They have told you in their actions. They have told you in their word. They have told you in their elections. They have told you in their choosing of positions and whatever, in their appointments. What else do you want them to say before you understand that you are not needed? What else do you want to hear before you will understand that you are not wanted in this place? How do you want us to bend our mouth and say it? They announce it in their television. They say it to you face to face. Their presidents say it. Their governors say it. You are not part of the Nigerian project. And you saw your brother that came out and gave himself as a sacrificial lamb to take you out of that captivity. Instead of you supporting him, you are attacking him. Chukwu Okeke will consume you. As many of you as are standing against the freedom of the people, you will not see Biafra. Those of you who are refusing to fall in line and support the struggle and restoration of Biafra, you will not see it. It's going to come. Our convention is going to happen November, December. During that convention, the final result of the self-referendum will be called. Then the whole world will be shocked to their feet how massively the Biafrans responded. After that, the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra will be made on the 2nd of December. After that declaration, it will no longer be the same. It will be a different ball game. If you are sensible, begin to prepare now. If you are a genuine Biafra and you are sensible, wherever you are, begin to prepare yourself now. Because it is going to happen. Don't say you were not told. Don't say you were not warned. Well, I thank you all who have been part of this program this evening. Thank you for being part of the program. I appreciate everyone that has connected. May Chukwu Okike my guide and protect you. If you have time, join me tomorrow morning. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning to broadcast again. Wherever you are, if you have time, join me on my broadcast. Agbai James. Yeah, James, I've been here many times. The problem we have online is that they are blocking our programs on Facebook and on YouTube. There are so many people that don't get my notification. So the only thing you have to do, anytime you don't see our notification, check by yourself. Check by yourself. Click the notification, touch it again. If you are a follower, renew your followership. They are overshadowing our program. That is with the blockage. Even on Facebook, when I post program, you won't see any. Sometimes when I come online, nobody will be there watching. It doesn't mean I don't have followers. A platform that have more than 15,000 followers, and still yet, when you come online, you see 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you don't see anybody. It is not ordinary. They are the ones blocking us. But with your support and your help, continue to share the program. Once you come into the program, you share. They won't stop us. If you have time, join us on our morning program. I'm going to be broadcasting in the morning on YouTube. David Herbert channel. Join me on David Herbert channel in the morning if you have time. Join me in the morning so that we can continue on our message. After morning section, then evening section, you will always see me here. But in the morning section, I broadcast in another Facebook platform. That is Biafra Exodus channel on Facebook. I have Biafra Exodus channel also on Facebook. So that is the page I broadcast in the morning. In the evening, you will see me here on Revolution channel. In the morning, I broadcast on another channel. But try to join me on YouTube if you can, so that we can be able to pass this information across. And please share, like and share. Don't keep the message to yourself. Thank you for being part of the program. May Chukwu Okike my guide and protect every Biafrans wherever you may be. May Chukwu Okike my guide and protect you and secure you. May Chukwu Okike my guide and protect our liberation army, the resistance fighters, the strike force, the black marine, our air force. May Chukwu Okike my guide and protect all the media warriors that are speaking on different platforms. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland, every member of the cabinet of Biafra, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Opportunity of Biafra land and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. We pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect you, secure you, give you more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and strength to move on until we get to the final bus stop where we secure our freedom. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for divine strength, for divine health, for divine healing, for divine revelation. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that Chukwu Okike will be with him, guide him, and secure him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Thank you so much for being part of this program, wherever you are watching me from. I appreciate you. Stay blessed, and I will see you again tomorrow morning by the grace of Chukwu Okike. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.